Hi, Brian McAuliffe. Just to spend a few minutes about our new line of products for the education market. Everybody knows us for a long time, over 35 years of providing the latest technology to museums, fine homes, and corporations. And now in the last 2 years, partnered with Young Equipment, we're providing that same level of technology to the education space. And I'm just going to hit up a couple of our new products that I think you'd like. And I think they make sense because they really bring forward new technology to a space that doesn't always get the latest technology. The first thing I'd like to mention is this really successful product of ours. It's a 135-inch diagonal video board. This origami closes into a box, and you can roll it from room to room. If you think about normally you're going to put a projector in, you've got a number of challenges. One is light. Even bright projectors, they need the room dimmed a little bit or the windows closed. Those type of things mean just extra things to do, and also maybe cost that you have to shade the light, or maybe you don't have dimmable lighting. This does not require any dimming. The other thing is because it's mobile, you're able to use it in multiple rooms. It just plugs into a regular 110-volt outlet, and you connect your laptop through HDMI, and it also has wireless casting. If you wanted a projection system in those rooms, you would need to hire an electrician, put power up, mount the projector, motorized screen. It gets to be very expensive. This ends up being, when you multiply that out between even two locations, this ends up to being a cheaper alternative. It is very resilient. We've had them for almost 3 years. It's been on trucks. It's moved all over the place. Our demo unit has seen the worst care, and it still works flawlessly, and not a single dead pixel or issue with any panel. The next thing we're really proud of is this new screen we put up for the Malvern. And this is a scoreboard solution. It's really bright, and that's really important. It's just a little over 5 millimeters. It's the distance between the pixels, and it looks superb. They've just added this nice green spot on the bottom. Our team took care of the whole thing, coordinating with PSE&G, getting the electrical done, all the structural changes that needed to be done, removal of the old, and put in. And what's really nice about this is it's running the ScoreVision software, which is the best on the market. And that's wrapped up in the same package. So all you have to do is show up and play the game. The kids have iPads to do production and to do scoring. It really is a great learning experience, not only for the enjoyment of everybody else, but for the kids who are producing the video and running the scoring. It's a great opportunity. This we released last week based upon our product design. For years, Young Equipment has been putting in cycloramas. These are the back of the theater. It's typically a fabric, and some as wide as 40 feet and 20 feet high. And they are prone to damage, prone to creases and things like that. And you typically would put that up, a motorized device, big pipe, and you have now a row of lights that wash called lights, cyclorama lights. And these, the answer you get there, well, what do you do with that? You just make a color. So in a digital world, youth are spending a lot of time creating, and they can create a digital backdrop for any event on this large LED screen. This LED screen is a little different than the panels that you'd normally see. This particular one is extremely bright so that you can still have your stage lights. If you took a regular LED wall and put it on your stage so far back and then expected it to perform well with all the stage lights going on and dancing or whatever else is happening, you'd be disappointed. You'd spend a lot of money and be disappointed. The other thing about this that we're using is the LED panels we're using are really resilient. They're outdoor rated. So if you have a scene or something that water gets splashed on them, or they can even take a hit with a basketball or something like that without getting damaged. They're really, really, really resilient, and they're going to last a long time, over 100,000 hours of service. This is a new product coming along. This is our cyber, what we're calling a cyber lab, and it's youth are learning on iPads and Chromebooks, which are fine. But when it comes to art or science or where you need bigger ideas, a larger format is better. The advantage of these situations, which include desks, the desks you see in there are also designed, and this would give the opportunity for the teacher to electronically bring up anybody's workspace. They could work together on projects. An entire new thought process happening where people, our youth, are collaborating in a digital space in the same room. The teacher is still there doing that work and bringing up the solutions that they're creating. This can be used for science, for developing art, for history, and in situations where we can use gamification, challenges of each lab going after maybe a solution to a problem. This will be out. We've got a couple of these out already proposed. They are immersive rooms, or the immersive classroom, and we'll have one here in our facility during the year. This allows a teacher to bring students on a digital field trip. Now, that digital field trip could be to an historical location. It could be to outer space. It could be exploring the human body. It is built in a stretch fabric fashion with speakers behind it. So this is really we'd love to take every kid on a field trip to all the great places in the world and all the great science facilities. That's just impossible. So how do we get those youth really to understand what it's like in ancient Rome? We can put them in those places. We already have over a dozen content suppliers for this room. This is everything from a 360-degree information from NASA, lots of college development that's here, plenty of published work that works in this room. This room is ready to go. We have 2 school districts already looking to be the first with this new technology. The use of a video board is, all the rage. Everybody is going to switch from projection to video boards. They're still very expensive, and we'd like people to be a little cautious about where they're buying them from and what the support is, because they're all proprietary to whoever made them. And those tiles, those pieces that make that work, and the engine that runs it, all needs to be supported. So this particular installation, this is a picture of, is a video board that we have. It's almost 200 inches diagonal. It is in a boardroom along with 3 other system monitors, which are almost 100-inch each for a large boardroom so that everybody can see and the cameras can see. The advantage that this has, it's all in one ecosystem, all supported by our team, and we have the replacement parts, and we can make sure that that technology stays working for the long haul. So it may cost a little bit more to get the right parts, but not having to worry about it and knowing that there is a service tech in market able to take care of it and knows the work is invaluable. That's just a short look at some of the items we have. We have almost 30 new products out in the education space, all tuned to be better than what's there. There's no sense for us to be bringing products to market that already exist. But what we found in the school market, in many cases, that yesterday's technology is still being used. We see this a lot in the audio and other areas where we'll just use the same kind of projector and the same kind of speakers and the same, and really the schools are missing out on what looks like, in some cases to us, a decade of progress. We are sourcing these products direct. They're coming through our lab and our assembly facility. So this stuff, in many cases, is only available through us. There's an advantage to that, and that advantage is you're going to get the support, and we're going to stand behind it, and we're right in your neighborhood. Thanks for taking a minute or two to look at some of the new products of our Inspirence product line from Bri-Tech for the education market. Have a great day.